Contradictions and double talk. Then how can it be love for God to predestine multitudes to the lake of fire for eternity? That's double talk. No, it isn't. You forget that these are sinners. They deserve it. They hate God, have rebelled against him, would tear him from his throne if they could. God has to vindicate his justice. But aren't all men equally guilty and deserving of eternal punishment? If God's justice allowed him to save the elect, how could it prevent him from saving all the rest of mankind? His justice has been satisfied in Christ, only for the elect, of course. But couldn't God just as well have chosen to elect everyone, to have Christ die for all mankind, and to sovereignly regenerate and provide all with faith to believe? But that wasn't his plan, the pastor protested. Plan? That's the whole point. He could have included all in that plan. So how is it love for God to exclude any that he could save? That's exactly what MacArthur explains. Let me see that book. The pastor thumbed through it rapidly, like someone who has read it several times. Look here, he said at last. Surely his pleading with the lost, his offers of mercy to the reprobate, and the call of the gospel to all who hear are all sincere expressions of the heart of a loving God, who tenderly calls sinners to turn from their evil ways and live. He offers the water of life to all, Isaiah chapter 55, verse 1, Revelation chapter 22, verse 17. Reformed theologians have always affirmed the love of God for all sinners, because the Father loves the human race and wishes that they should not perish. Then MacArthur quotes Calvin, who said the same of John 3:16, that Christ employed the universal term whosoever, both to invite all indiscriminately to partake of life, and to cut off every excuse from unbelievers. Al gave his pastor a long, hard look of disbelief. That's more double talk. And it convinces you? I've read the book. I know what MacArthur says. Turn the page. Here, let me have it. Look at the end of this quote. Calvin says, "But the elect alone are they whose eyes God opens." Of course, if God really wanted everyone to be saved, then they all would be. So, you don't see the contradiction? God invites everyone to salvation, including those for whom Christ didn't die, and whom he has already from a past eternity determined not to save, and has predestined to eternal torment? Surely MacArthur can't be serious, and you think this makes sense? Just because it seems a contradiction to us, the pastor began lamely, but Al cut him off. You know very well, interrupted Al impatiently, that you told me many times that Calvinism teaches that God really doesn't want everyone to be saved. He only opens the eyes of the elect. You just said that if he did, everyone would be saved. Come on, Pastor. That's like issuing a general invitation for everyone in our church to come to my house for dinner, but only telling a select group where I live and keeping my address secret from the rest. Of course, my Calvinist friends stick up for me and insist that I really want everyone to come, even though I make it impossible for most people to find me. That's double talk. And it's like that all through this book. I don't know what to believe anymore. I want to believe the Bible, but I've lost confidence in it because so many bright men like Sproul, Packer, Piper, and MacArthur claim to find justification in it for the most blatant contradictions. It wasn't a pleasant scene. The argument became intense, with the pastor defending MacArthur, and Al acrimoniously and impatiently insisting that the contradiction was shamefully obvious, and that it formed the very basis of Calvinism. Finally, he apologized to the pastor for becoming angry. He regretted having started the argument as he left the church and headed to work.